everyone. My name is Sunil Hwang, and I'm continue to talk about life story of the Buddha. In the lecture I was given at the Dongguk International Summer School year 2019. So today I'm going to talk about miracle of the Buddha. So three miracles I'm going to cover here: Shravasti miracle, Sankasha miracle, and Rajagriha miracle. So one by one in this lecture, you will see what kind of meaning this kind of miracle has got, and what kind of changes actually occur within the Buddhist tradition, and so on. So I will coming back while we almost finish the lecture. And then Buddha has got one rival. Who was it? Who was it? Devadatta. 천수. 천수 is not a good name. 천수. Devadatta. And Devadatta tried to kill the Buddha in order to become number one in Buddhist Sangha. So one day, he maybe given alcohol to the elephant, maybe made elephant very upset. And then the elephant charging toward the Buddha, and everyone, try to avoid the elephant. They all go hide, but the Buddha was just standing there. And in front of the Buddha, elephant suddenly lying down and pay homage to the Buddha. So this is a first miracle. In your handout, this was called the Rajagriha miracle. Number 6, Rajagriha miracle. Miracle of elephant charging into the Buddha, and he just stopped and venerating. And meaning even the elephant, when elephant saw the Buddha, they recognize the quality of the Buddha. So Buddha, not just the human being, Buddha is someone, every living creature can recognize it. And then second one, usually linked with it. In Shravasti, there was one monk who showed his supernatural power. So sometimes he was flying high, and sometimes he make his body twin, something like that. So people in Shravasti only give food to him, not to the ordinary monks there. So within the Buddhist Sangha, people become very upset. So the Buddha said, there is no more miracle in my Sangha. From this point on, there is no more miracle in the Buddhist Sangha. 신통력 금지, something like that, the Buddha actually declared. So when the Buddha declared that, in Shravasti, there are so many Brahmins. So Brahmins thought there is a prohibition of showing miracle within Buddhist Sangha, and it is a good time for us to have a competition with the Buddhism for the id, supernatural power. So they actually challenge the Buddhist Sangha, asking who are the better perform super miracle, miracles, something like that. And then everyone becomes silent because the Buddha declared there is no more super natural power showing to the public. And then the Buddha thought, I made a prohibition to the member of Buddhist Sangha, but not to me. So the Buddha thought, I am exempt from that prohibition, so I myself showing the miracle. So the Buddha said, in certain day, I will show supernatural power to the people of Shravasti in front of the Shravasti castle, top of the mango tree. So here you can see mango tree over here. So when the Buddha declared he will show super miracle above the mango tree, Brahmins cut all the mango tree in front of the city of the Shravasti. And then the day comes, the Buddha was waking up and going out from the Jetavana, to the place where he promised to show the miracle, and he met the hunters, and the hunter offered mango, amba. Amba, the Buddha very deliciously eat, and then he just throw away the seed, and then the seed, when it's planted on ground, it become very big mango tree, very big mango tree. And then the Buddha flying high, and he duplicated his body into two sitting posture, two lying down posture. So this was called the twin miracle in Chinese, 쌍신변. So this is one of the original form of appearance of the Buddha. So when Mahayana Buddhism occurred, we have 1,000 Buddha appear at the same time. 천불화현. This is for the first time Buddha showed twin miracle. His body become the two and showing something like that. So when the Buddha showed this, everyone becomes silent. All the ascetics, all the Brahmins, they all said the Buddha was among the highest one. So this was called a Shravasti miracle. Number 4, Shravasti miracle. Aviation and twin miracle, we usually call it. So after Buddha show his twin miracle, there are no more Brahmins, no more ascetics challenging to him. So he almost become number one in terms of knowledge and in terms of behavior. And then he thought, he just recollecting his life, and he thought, I've done everything for my father, I've done everything for my country, I've done everything for all the living creatures, but I didn't do enough filial piety to my mother, because Queen Maya passed away just 1 week after the Buddha was born. So there was no time Buddha did any filial piety. So the Buddha, with his supernatural power, checking where his mother was reborn. And then he found out that his mother was reborn in the Tushita heaven. 도솔천, 5-year-old boy, something like that. So the Buddha said, so this is a good time to go up to the Tushita heaven and to do filial piety to my mother, who was reborn as a 5-year-old boy there. So the Buddha going up, going up to the Tushita heaven, usually just 3 steps. The Buddha usually going up to Tushita heaven, and he was sitting there. And his mother, here you can see as a female form, pay homage to the Buddha, and the god Indra and all sorts of gods gathered together. So this is during the time of Vasa retreat, anger. So the Buddha thought, I've given so many discourse, so many teachings. So during this time of 3 months, I will, how can I say, squeeze it into the essence. And then I give a summary of my whole teaching during the lifetime. So the Buddha actually give an explanation of his own teaching to his mother. So what is the Buddhist canon consist of? It was called the Tipitaka, consists of Vinaya, Sutta, Abhidhamma. The Vinaya is the book where the rules monks and nuns should follow, or the rules when they have a relationship with laity, they should follow something like that. It's a rule book. And the Sutta was a teaching. And Abhidhamma, interpretation of the teaching. 해설? Interpretation of the teaching. Because of this legend, who interpret Buddha's teaching? it's Buddha himself, because he gave a teaching for some years, and then going up to the heaven, he squeezed it, make an explanation given to his mother. So he himself made the Abhidhamma. So in Chinese, it's Gyong Yul Lon Abhidhamma. So because of this legend, Abhidhamma also belongs to Buddha Vajjana, the teaching of the Buddha. In southern Buddhist tradition, all Tipitaka Buddha Vajjana, teaching of the Buddha himself. Teaching of Buddha himself, you know. It become very clear. It become very clear. Teaching of the Buddha himself. So you know, Buddhist legend sometimes works as a kind of a demonstration, as a kind of justifying role for the Southern Buddhism, because Southern Buddhism, based on Pali, they said whole their canon Tipitaka regarded as the Buddha Vajjana, teaching of the Buddha. This is a different position when we think about northern Buddhist tradition. They only accept the Vinaya and Sutta, teaching of the Buddha, and Abhidharma doesn't belong to the Buddha. Each Abhidharma book in Shravasti, one of the northern Buddhist tradition, Jnana Prasthana Shastra, or some kind of, they all has got their own author. So northern Buddhist no longer regard Abhidhamma as a Buddha Vajjana, but southern Buddhist, they want to regard teaching of the Buddha, Abhidhamma as a teaching of the Buddha. So they use legend. This is one of the usage this kind of legend, occur. So, according to southern tradition, every day the Buddha teaching Abhidhamma to the heavenly beings. Sariputta, one of the disciples of the Buddha who was excellent in knowledge and wisdom, every day he was going up to the Tushita heaven, hear what the Buddha said, and every day he going down, explain it to his own disciples, so that Abhidhamma become known to the Buddhist Sangha, and that become, Abhidhamma. So it's a Buddha Vajjana. That's it. So almost 3 months, Buddha disappeared from human world. So when Buddha disappeared from human world, everyone worried about it, because Buddha was the how can I say? Satta Deva Manusana, Purisa Dhamma Sarati. So Buddha should be there in order to become comfortable, in order to become safer. We feel safer. So everyone asked the Buddha going down to the human world. Monks asked the Buddha going down to the world. Even the beings in the hell want the Buddha going down. So at the end of the Vasa, the Buddha thought, I should go down. So what the Buddha did is preparing ladder, sadari, from Tushita heaven to the human world. And at this point, when this ladder touching the earth, was called, the town was called Sankasha. So in your handout, this one, number 5, Sankasha miracle. Descent from Tushita heaven. Dosolchan, something like that. We usually call Sankasha miracle. So his ladder was decorated with the jewels, and the Buddha took the middle, but 2 of Indian gods going down together with the Buddha. And this one, 4-headed person holding the sunshade. This is God Brahma. In Indian, books, something like Rig Veda or sometimes Upanishad, when they introduce God Brahma as a creator God, they usually said God Brahma had 4 4 pace, something like that. So God Brahma was here holding the sunshade. And this one with the green color, Indra, in Korea, 제섭장, Indra. With the canker is, how can I say, shell balloon. 조개낭팔, shell balloon. You know, when Indian people fight each other, they usually have this shell. Very nice voice you can hear actually. So the Buddha was going down with the Buddha's hand gesture. What do you think this means? It's abhaya. Do not worry, I will protect you. Don't worry, I will protect you. So human beings and beings in there, don't worry, I will coming down. I will protect you. Don't worry, abhaya, abhaya. And when the Buddha going down to the human world, he thought God Brahma. God Brahma is a god of chanting, and God Brahma keep saying some beautiful chanting, Om Mani Padme Hum, or something like that. Hindu one, he keep chanting, but that sound was so beautiful and so nice. Anyone heard the chanting of God Brahma, their ear become no longer work, so they lost their hearing when they heard God Brahma's chanting. So with the Buddha's supernatural power, the chanting of the God Brahma become very ugly, not really beautiful, so that human beings can hear. You know? So not the perfect one, very low version. And also God Indra, too handsome and too beautiful. Anyone saw God Indra, they lost their sight. They will lose their sight. So with the Buddha's supernatural power, God Indra become very ugly, so that human beings can see the God Indra, and then he was going down. So when he was going down, even the heavenly beings in the hell can see the Buddha. Human beings in the world can see the Buddha, and for the first time, they can see God Indra and God Brahma. Usually they cannot see. Once they saw, they cannot hear, they cannot see. But this time with the Buddha's supernatural power, people, everyone can see heavenly beings. Heavenly beings also show their form to the human beings. And then Buddha was among the top. So this is the moment the Buddha become true Satta Deva Manusana, the teacher of God as well as a human being. So in East Asian tradition, the Buddha become this kind of state. Right after the birth, 천상 천하 유아독존, I'm the only worthy one, or something like that. So in East Asian tradition, it occurred when the Buddha was born. But in Southern Buddhist tradition, it occurred when Buddha was coming down from Tushita heaven. It's a big difference, I have to say. So if you go to Southeast Asia, they regard this event very importantly. So there are very nice mural painting, nice ladder with the god Brahma and Indra. And something like, this is Tushita heaven, and the ladder appeared and Buddha was coming down. But this is what I like most. It's just like President Trump, the Buddha coming down from Tushita heaven through escalator to the human world. To the human world. And have you heard about Katina? Katina festival in Southeast Asia, Sri Lanka as well. After the Vasa, usually people gather together offering dress, gather together offering food to the Buddhist Sangha. And nowadays, one thing Thai Buddhists do when they are doing Katina, end of a Vasa celebration, they use, how can I say, the lotus lantern in Korea, we just hold it through the ground, but they usually make their lotus flower lantern high to the sky, actually. I will show you one I Bye.
Okay, here is the lotus lantern going up to the heaven. You know, in Thai Buddhist tradition, this is very important. So many people gather together during the Katsina, and they make their lotus lantern going up to the sky. You know, sometimes when I saw the lantern during the Katsina, so many lantern going up. So those lantern almost look like a ladder from the place where Buddha was in the heaven, and it actually link the place of the Buddha to the place of people down there. So they are hoping the Buddha coming down to their own place with the hand gesture of abhaya, so protect them. So this kasina and this lotus lantern is very important. So this is a kind of a guideline asking the Buddha coming down to them. So I was very fortunate when I was in Thailand. I was a part of their lotus lantern flying into the sky together with my family, and we made our wishes and then try to make this lotus lantern very big and then going up to the heaven. I still remember. So this is the Sankasha miracle, and this is the meaning of the Sankasha miracle in the Southern Buddhism. I always felt this is one of the most important event of the Buddha, when the Buddha was going down from Tushita heaven to the human world, and he truly become Satta Deva Manusanam, the teacher, not only among the human beings but also among the heavenly figures. So Buddha become the highest one not in the human beings but the highest one in all over the universe. You know, that was actually achieved, this Sankasha miracle. So I can't say a word, you know, how to make this event so important. So as you can see here, in India later they develop a form of the Buddha statue. In the middle, Buddha usually standing with the abhaya, hand mudra, and the Buddha was sided by God Indra and God Brahma and so on. We can see so many of them. It actually show the Buddha, the status of the Buddha going up, you know, not only among the best human, but also among the best person in the whole of the universe. That's the meaning, true meaning of this Sankasha miracle. I think I stop here today, and I will continue on the life story of the Buddha in this lecture. Thank you very much.